playing that song. Hey guys, look what I got here. Traynor 40-watt Iron Horse. This is an all-tube 40-watt amp, and I've also got the DHX 212 cabinet that I'd like to show you. So let's take a close look. Okay, so here it is. This is all-tube. It's got 112 AU7, 212 AX7s, and 2 EL34s inside. And it's got two inputs. One's a -6 dB input, and it's got gain, bass, treble, and master controls. Now it's got 3 gain stages: clean, pure, and solo. Now I've been using this amp in solo mode because to me that's the loudest, that I can get the warmest tone and the most gain out of it. But it's got a really nice clean sound, which I will demonstrate shortly. And now it also is able to operate in a fixed bias mode or a cathode biased mode. Now let's take a look at the back controls. Okay, here's what we have on the back. We've got 2 speaker outputs here, and they can be switched from 4 ohms to 8 ohms. So if you're running 2 8-ohm cabinets, you'd want to switch this to 4 ohms. If you're just running 1 8-ohm cabinet, well then you can leave it set to 8. And here's where the power port is. Now you've got a series effects loop, which is really good for you guys that have some really high-end effects that you like to use with your amplifier. You know that a series effects loop works better than a parallel effects loop. That way you can get the most optimal signal. And so they have a series effects loop in this. And now here's a foot switch. With the optional foot switch, you can change between the pure and solo modes. Guys, I've got to show you this cabinet. This is really cool. These speakers in here are angled like this. So I like to run the cabinet on its side and put the head on top. And that way the bottom speaker is angled up toward me, and the top speaker is not pointing in somebody's face sitting in the front row, so you don't blow their hair back, you know. And also on the back of this cabinet is a really cool feature, and I want to show you that as well. Okay, now this is what I wanted to show you in the back. First of all, this is an 8-ohm 50-watt cabinet. Do you see these panels here? This cabinet can be run totally closed back, but you can open these panels. Check this out. Now you've got an open back cabinet. And I also want to mention you've got Celestion G12M 25-watt greenbacks in here. These are some quality speakers. Now I run this cabinet with the backs off because I like the open sound. But if you want to keep the panels on, I want to mention that there's foam in here. So once you put them against this grill and screw them in, they're not going to rattle. You know, Traynor's really thought of everything on this, and that's really nice. So you can leave it totally closed back with the foam inserts in here. These panels won't rattle on you. Okay, let's see what type of sounds I can get out of this amp now. This is just guitar straight into the amp, by the way. Let me tell you about the gear I'm using. This is a Yorkville Studio 1 series instrument cable, and I'm using a Gibson Les Paul Traditional Pro standard model, and I'm miking it with an Apex 415 right here, but I have this sound shield in front of it. It really helps cut down on room noise, and it's just it's like a small isolation booth for my microphone. So I'll be using that in front of the speaker. So let's go over some sounds. Okay. I've got it on the clean setting right now. Now, another thing I wanted to mention, in the fixed bias mode, you've got the full 40 watts. But if you drop it down to cathode bias, it drops it down to 15 watts. You're just able to get a little more saturation at a lower volume. So I've been running it in this cathode bias mode. Believe it or not, this thing is loud. I play in a band. We've got a 3-piece horn section. The organ player has a full B3 with a Leslie. We've got a bass rig, a loud drummer, and in cathode bias mode, this amp keeps up, believe it or not, it keeps up with that loud stage volume. So it's really loud. Now I've got it on the clean setting. Now this is your switch that switches from clean, pure, and solo. So all the way down is on the clean setting, and then you have, when it's in the clean setting, you have control over your bass and treble controls here, and gain and master. I'm going to turn up the gain a little bit. You can get a little bit of crunch out of this clean channel if you want to. Now I'm going to switch to the pure mode. It's going to get quite a bit louder. So I'm going to turn this, I'm going to turn the gain down and turn the master volume down a little bit. Get a big volume jump. Listen to the volume jump now. This is clean. Big jump. Now we're in pure mode. Now when you're in pure mode, this bypasses the tone stack, okay? So it's just your guitar signal going right to the power tubes and out to the speakers. Now we can get a considerable amount of gain in this state here. I'm going to turn on the master, turn up that gain. Next mode is solo mode, and just a little bit louder as well, and a little more gain. I'm going to switch to fixed bias and go bump it up to 40 watts and let you hear that. Let's go up to the solo mode. And back to the clean. I hope you enjoyed my little demo of the Traynor IronHorse 40 and the DHX 212 cab. Another thing I wanted to show you, when you buy this amp, Traynor gives you a really cool carry bag for it. Yeah, it fits nicely in here. It's padded. You know, this amp only weighs about 19 pounds, so that's a lot better than carrying around an 80-pound 212 combo. But if you got some smaller venues that you're playing, you know, you might want to go this route. It has a front pocket here. You can put some wires and maybe a couple of stomp boxes, whatever you prefer. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching again, and I appreciate all the comments. Don't forget to check out TraynorAmps.com for more info on these products. And I'm going to leave you with some more of my original music. Thanks for watching. You guys take care.